I've got your money reading for January 2025. We're going to take a look at a couple of oracle decks to see what some blocks could be, some money moves that your attention needs to be brought to, and then we will close with a Celtic cross for you all for the month of January. Thank you all so much for your patience. I know these are way late. My environment has been battling me, but I'm here. I persevere. Be sure you're giving me a follow. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. This will alert you every single time I'm energetically called to bring you a reading. For those of you who are brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. My name is Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. If you are already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate your continued love and support. Booking personal readings can be done through my website that is in the link tree in the description box of this video. Scrolling all the way to the bottom will take you to the other platforms where I am always going live and posting content. Be sure you're following me in as many places as possible to catch your opportunity to ask me questions in a deeply discounted rate. If that is not your jam, mentorships and personal readings are booked through my website. Everything's in the description box. Let's get going, Pisces. Pisces, what are some possible blocks for Pisces for the month of January? Fear of failure. Fear of failure, fear of success. These are real. These are really real. Going it alone could be for some of you. We've got physical health could be an issue for some of you. We've got beginner syndrome. There we go. Okay, that's a lot. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Okay. So Pisces, I'm actually going to take, we'll bring this one and put these back, that's a lot. Okay, so some possible blocks for some of you. That fear of failure, absolutely. Attempting to avoid failure is making you miss out on opportunities. So you have to embrace failure. It's a teaching tool, I promise you. This is meant to teach you how to be powerful and resourceful and to bounce back and to prove to yourself what you're capable of. You'll undoubtedly experience failure on a path to success, but don't let it dissuade you from making things happen that might not have otherwise if you were still frozen in fear. You have to start somewhere, and inevitability of failure is something you're going to have to face. It's a teaching tool, though. It's not a bad thing, I promise you. Physical health could be an issue for some of you. Living unhealthy lifestyles is decreasing your focus and energy. Honor your temple and treat it well. Adequate nutrition and exercise can help boost your concentration and energy levels, which can significantly increase the chances of personal success. Okay. I am a firm advocate in that. I have a stellium in Virgo, so health has always been a big deal for me. I love to meditate. Once I discovered meditation, you try and get me to stop. I miss it when I don't have it. And then physical activity, I'm a very active person as it is. Once I went vegan, there was no stopping me. I did that for my spiritualism. So I love it. To be aware of my body, what it needs when it needs it, is giving me power. This gives me power to conquer what I need to tackle in any given day. So going it alone could be a block for some of you. The burden of alone is limiting and harder to make it to the top. Ask for help. Whatever you have mastered and can now do easily, delegate it. If you need help, look for a mentor to help you get to where you want to be. You don't have to do it alone. You don't. A lot of people will feel like, you know, I've been alone my whole life. This is just the way it is. It's not. That's a choice. There's plenty of resources and people love to help. I come by it naturally. I live through acts of service. I'm a person who loves to teach, loves to guide. I've been in customer service my entire career, so some people are like that. Don't think that just because you like to do things yourself doesn't mean you have to. People will be willing to assist you. Also, a mentor would be an amazing way to have a touchstone without requiring too much hands-on. So beginner syndrome, dreading the beginning phase, stops you from getting to a higher level. It's okay to be a newbie. Remember that every beginner grows into an expert with enough practice and persistence. This is the only way to grow. The only way to grow is to let yourself make mistakes. Again, with the mistakes, right? So some of you may fear that you're so new at this and there's just, you know, people are going to laugh at you. They're going to say things. People will always going to do what they're going to do. You can't let that be the deciding factor in whether you do or not. That fear of mistakes and being judged or holding yourself accountable is blocking you. You're preventing joy in your life by living in fear. Waiting to be saved. Some of you are needing to be your own savior. Others may help you, but still you need to generate your own success. Believe in who you are and realize that you are more powerful than you know. Dare to go after what you want and be your own savior. Okay? We can't wait for somebody to come along and give us the right piece of information or to help us get to that next level or to offer us the bridge needed at that moment of jumping. You have to be your own savior sometimes. You don't need to rush success. Rushing success could be a block. This process is not going to be the kind of success that lasts if you rush it and slap it together. You need to learn how to be patient. Stop trying to achieve overnight success and focus on steady progress. Your progress will be easier to achieve because you'll function more effectively and make better choices. Yeah, some people do get that overnight success. Does it last? Rarely. Rarely can you hold that momentum and keep it going. That flash in the pan, that instant success, very difficult to sustain. Very difficult to sustain that sense of new. And it wears off quickly. So, all right, let's look at some money moves, possible money moves we need to bring to your attention. What are some possible money moves for Pisces? Success. Again, with this success, you're on the right track. You have many gifts to offer the world. Maybe somebody from the past publicly has scared you off and you're locked in fear, preventing yourself from being able to make these moves. Again, allowing for someone else to dictate whether or not you succeed is only doing yourself a disservice. No one can argue with hard work. Hard work is going to be what gets this ball moving. You have got to focus on movement, progress, making those sacrifices in order for success to be yours. Okay. Music also came out. Listen to deepen yourself. Listen deeper to yourself. Okay. Be more creative. Listen to your inner calling. There could be messages in song that could be guiding you, empowering you, pushing you to try harder. Some of you could be called to go into the public, which could be a major fear for some of you. You're locked in fear. You're being pushed into a new direction, though, so you have to let go. Let go of the fear, let go of the blocks, and just allow yourself to fly and soar and figure it out. It's scary, I know, to leap out of that nest so high in the air and flap your wings, and is it going to work or not? You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Spiritual work at the bottom. You are a light worker, some of you. Some of you are being called to be a light worker. That is a reader, a healer, a life coach. Some of you may find that connection by finding your own mentor. You may be inspired to move in that direction yourself, and then be very flexible in your methods. Whatever you're doing, don't be so rigid and closed off to the direction universe is taking you. Okay, being very flexible will help you attain the success you're after. All right, so let's go ahead and look at a Celtic cross for Pisces. We're going to take a look at, actually this is a little wonky. Let's grab this one. All right, let's take a look at the Celtic cross for Pisces. Oh, we have a hitchhiker. I felt it. Yep, hitchhiker. There we go. Okay, here we go. Pisces. Pisces sun placements. What do they need to know? So let's go ahead and look at a Celtic cross for Pisces. Pisces Celtic cross. All right, what does Pisces need to know for money? What's that U position? Seven of Swords. Lots of strategizing. Possibly trying to get away with something here. What crosses or complements you? Ten of Pentacles. What is the reason for the reading? Four of Wands. And the foundation, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Recent past, we have the Justice card, and your near future, the Knight of Wands. Okay. Some of you are struggling with structure a little bit. There is a lot of energy that boosts you into the future because of a risk that you're willing to take. I think a lot of you have been operating inside of the realms of structure here, and so you're feeling called to bust free a little bit. These can't be more opposite. One is wild and free-spirited and really just kind of does what they want when they want, makes no apologies for it. And the other one has a lot of stability, structure, routine. You can hang your hat on this person. There is no qualms about this. So the foundation is that you're very cautious and practical, but in the near future, there's a call for you to be very brave and to take a risk. There's this level of strategy that's pulling you away from this comfort zone a little bit to take a big risk in your future. We've got the Queen of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, High Priestess, Magician, Emperor. Okay, with the Hermit and the Ten of Cups, I have a feeling here that the only thing that you're fearing is your own ability to be prepared enough for what this is. But I think that there's a certain level of luck that's going to be playing in here whenever you are telling the universe that you're willing to take risks, that you're willing to put yourself out there to see what could happen if you do something totally outside of the norm, totally outside of anything you've ever done before already. Okay, let's see. Let's get some confirmation and further details here. Sure, the Seven of Swords is just a strategy and not that you are trying to manipulate a system where it feels like you're being too risky, and there's a level of honesty that you're going to need to regroup with here. Let's see. The Three of Cups reversed. Let me put that back in. What else can I tell Pisces here? What else can we tell Pisces? Seven of Swords, Empress. Okay, yes. So the strategy is to be more creative. I feel like there's this calling inside of you that you cannot get away from, to be way more creative, to try something bold, different, big, pulling you outside, way outside of your comfort zone here. Tell me what the Ten of Pentacles, Justice card, cause and effect. There's this calling. I just feel this calling of you needing to go through something that is a bit of a destiny for you. There's a life lesson here that is going to be paramount for you as far as anything you're trying to grow, build, or construct. I've got the Ace of Cups also that was just sitting out here. Tell me about the Four of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. The Justice card. That'll be clarified by the King of Cups. Balance, balance, and your near future. Two of Pentacles. Very risky indeed. This is you making it work. You're mixing it in. You're mixing in this major risk to an already stable and structured existence. Six of Cups, Six of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Four of Wands, Hanged Man, Seven of Wands with the Hermit, Seven of Pentacles. Super similar. Queen of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, Emperor, Magician, Empress, Hermit, Hermit, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. We've got a Six of Swords, Six of Swords. So there's some sort of an influence that's calling you to do something bigger and bolder that you've never, ever done before. And the risk lies in leaving your comfort zone. But I do feel like you're going to prove a lot to yourself, even if you do make mistakes, even if you have to take a couple of different attempts at it. But this is something that is inevitably, you can see this coming, that this is something that you're going to have to take on. Now it's a matter of how do you incorporate this into an already existing world. Say you have a 9-to-5 corporate job, very demanding, and you want to also go to school to learn something completely different. You want to learn also how, if you're already a business major, you want to also maybe learn law, just because you feel like it's going to serve you well in the future. There's going to be some way that you're going to incorporate business and law to be able to make some sort of a major conglomerate happen in the future, or something to that effect. This is a calling to you. But it's a huge undertaking, and it is way outside of your comfort zone. So the fact of the matter of you definitely knowing that something is coming in, but still remaining optimistic and willing to take it on. With the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, there's emotional stirrage all around you. It's this feeling that you can't shake and you can't quite get a handle on. In the near past, you've been able to make it make sense. You've been able to logically put it in its place, but now there is this amazing, undeniable view of something coming in saying, you got to do it. You have to do it, as big as it is. For instance, I was a hairdresser for over, 20 years, and I got called to learn tarot and to dive into my spiritual world. It's a completely different avenue. Eventually, one took over the other, and the other is minimal. Now, one has enveloped and engulfed the other, and now I've been called to also do the other, but incorporate them in, and I'm using the momentum that I gained from my tarot to help build up my other. So everything involves each other, and somehow, some way, they will boost one another. But you don't know yet. You haven't gotten there yet. But the calling is where you're at now. And so now you're figuring out how to incorporate that with your already very busy schedule, a very tight schedule of what you got going on. Some of you may be, wanting to take on an entire med school or law school. That's an undertaking in itself. And then, I might try to also start an online channel where I go online and talk about, how to create music or scrapbooking or whatever you want to do. ASMR talking, you feel very soothed and calm by it, and you feel like you could do it well. But now you're figuring out how to incorporate both of them. You could be a med student, and the ASMR stuff is going to help you be a therapist in the future, right? Something here where one is going to incorporate into the other, but now you're being called to figure out how do you make them both work at the same time. And the mistakes are going to be what helps you shape this into exactly where you need to be, okay? Don't get overwhelmed by it. Just take it one step at a time and do very, very minimal things. Very minimal things, because any step forward is greater progress than sitting, waiting in fear. Okay. All right, collective. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. Be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Everywhere you're following me, I am. So be sure to hit those other platforms as well. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. This wraps up the money readings. Be sure and let me know in the comments section what you think of all of these, if you like them. I'm going to continue to do these every single month. They will get easier, they'll get better, they'll get more fluid. All right, kids. I hope y'all enjoyed all the abundance, health, and wealth you can possibly stand. Y'all take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.